dears, how are you all? I hope all of you are enjoying your corona holidays by staying home, staying safe. Okay, yeah, now coming to the lesson part, already we have finished two lessons of unit 2, dear departed 1 and 2. In that we have discussed the lesson named Wit and Humor, generating some fun and comedy. Now we are in lesson C, Brave Potter. The lesson name is Brave Potter. Potter is a person who makes pots with clay. Now this lesson, it was written by Margaret Sheik. And the type of lesson here I wrote folk story. The type of lesson is folk story, and this folk story is written by Margaret Sheik. He is a storyteller from Indonesia. He is very fond of folk stories, very particularly. He collected number of folk tales from various countries and translated them into English. And this is one of them. And these folk tales, what is exactly the meaning of folk tale? A folk tale is that one which was publicized, which spread among the public by the mouth publicity, from one person to another person with mouth publicity. And here for these folk tales, they don't have some written things, written things on some papers or like that. This is what how a story widely publicized among the people by mouth publicity, that is particularly called as folk story. And this is also a folk story. Excuse me. This is particularly tells how a normal potter became a brave potter. See the lesson name, it's a brave. A potter, how could he become a brave potter? Merely by the virtue of some fate and by the virtue of some people who involved in his story. Only that, because of that only, a normal potter became a brave potter. That what this story, a normal potter, how he became a brave potter. That is what the story. Now here in this story, what are the main characters? First one, the potter. He was the first main character. Next, an old woman, an old tiger, the king, sentry, potter's wife, the horse, and not the last not but the least, the leek. Actually, this leek in the story, it plays a very important role making the potter a brave potter. Leek. Actually, what is the meaning of leek? Leak means nothing but a leakage. All of you know there will be some leakage in the roofs of the houses which create a lot of disturbances, particularly at the time of rainy season. This leakage gives so much trouble and so much problem to the women of the houses. They leak during the rain time. Okay, that is what here the leakage also is playing a vital role in making the potter a brave potter. That's what we are going to see how it has played. See, the very beginning of the story, Margaret Sheik has chosen a very well-known Indian folk tale for retelling in English. Children and adults alike are fond of folk tales. Here, folk tales not only are the amusing ones, not only for the children but also for the adults, for the big people also, which are often amusing and sometimes instructive. Amusing means entertaining. What is the meaning of amusing? Entertaining. Instructive. This is very important word. Instructive. By reading some stories, you can get some message. Some message also. That type of thing is called as instructive. See here how the story begins. The story begins in a thick forest during the evening. That means the time is becoming from evening to night. Slowly progressing from evening to night. And at that time it was raining very heavily. That is what the beginning of the story, Brave Potter, that is location is a forest. a forest. You can imagine how in a forest, that too during the rainy time, how the animals suffer, how the people suffer, you can imagine. In the same way here also, it's the forest location, night time and raining, it's raining. See how the story begins. It was dark, thick black clouds covered the evening sky. The thunder roared and the strong wind shook the branches and leaves of the trees in the forest. Shook is the V2 form of shake, shook, shake, and this is the V2 form of shaking. The wind is shaking for the wind. This is what post-rain climatic condition in the forest. That means before it rains, before that, how the climate condition will be. There are thick clouds in the sky and strong wind is blowing. Because of this strong wind, the branches are shaking. That is what the word given, shook, V2 form. And of the trees in the forest, this is what it is here giving the symptoms that it is about to rain. It is about to rain. Now see, pit, pat, pit, drops of rain fell, rain fell. Fell is the V2 form of fall. Fall, fell, fallen. This is the V2 form. Rain started. Then the lightning flashed and split the black sky. Lightning, you know, when there is the rain, there will be thunders in the sky, lightning in the sky. That's what we say in Telugu, merupulu, urumulu, merupulu. That's what lightning means, merupu. And thunder means uru. These are, they follow the rain. Whenever the rain is there in the summer, a lot of lightning will be there, thunders will be there. And this lightning is, see, split. What is the meaning of split here? Split means divide. It is dividing. Because of the lightning in the sky, it seems that the entire sky broken into two pieces. That is what the meaning here. See. Soon it was raining heavily. With all these things happening, there started heavy rain in the forest. An old tiger, here came the first character in the story. An old tiger ran through the rain looking for shelter. He was wet and cold and his cave was far away. While hurrying to his shelter, he saw an old hut with a sigh of relief. A sigh of relief. See, your sigh means an inhaling, breathing out the air. That is what sigh of relief. If you are in a trouble, some solution came out, then immediately you will give out inhaling, showing that you got some relief. That is what sigh of relief. Why it got a sigh of relief? In that rain, in that forest, now this old tiger was running and finally it saw a hut, a small hut in the midst of the forest, which has given the tiger a sigh of relief. See, with a sigh of relief, the tiger crawled, what we say crawled, because the hut, you know how the hut will be. See, this is what the hut looks like with a thatched roof. Okay, and into this, under this roof, if any person, any animal should go, means it should crawl. The tiger crawled under this thatched roof of the hut. So the thatched roof and lay down by the door. Thatched, this is also very important word. Thatched roof. A thatched roof is covered with dry grass and some straw of the dried leaves. That is called as thatched house. Dried grass. A roof covered with dried grass and straw of dried leaves. See, down by the door. Except for the sound of the rain, all was quiet. Before he could nod off, here I wrote, nod off. It's a phrasal verb. Means fall asleep. A person is nod off means fall asleep. See, here the tiger was very tired. Why? Because it has ran throughout the forest in search of the shelter. That's why after reaching the thatched house, the old hut, as it got some shelter there, the tiger was about to sleep. The tiger was about to sleep. Okay, with this we will end this.